Hello Internet, my name is Vedrit and welcome back to my monthly development update videos for the False World. I had intended to do a video last month, but just a few days before I was going to actually record the video, one of the games that I really enjoyed did a large update, and I never got around to recording. I have been working, so let me go ahead and show you guys what I've got. As with the previous few videos, I have been working to expand the functionality of this central management window. And one of the big things that I've been working on is getting these medium-sized tiles, or 1x2s, to actually be workable. So we can press R to rotate them, and if we place them, then we get this nice little cover, and of course the buttons are usable. And as you can see, we also have our first medium-sized building, which is a farm. This is also the first production building, which is different from the crafting buildings that we've got. The crafting buildings will take in raw resources and process them into processed goods. The production buildings, they are like farms, as you can see here, or mines where they will produce raw goods. So we'll go ahead and set one of those. I do need to, in the future, set methods to fix the orientation of these icons on rotated tiles, but that's another task for a future date. Let me go ahead and run back here and get some items. And go in here, put the items in the inventory, and construct. So as we can see, the placeholder looks very much like the regular house, but it's got these things on the ground here. These are supposed to be like tilled rows of tilled dirt rather. And if we go into here, so we've got the farm, we've got the information for it, and we can of course set workers. We'll go ahead and assign a couple here. If we go into crafting, under recipes, we can see two new items. So we can either grow cotton plants and receive cotton fibers, or strawberries. And it defaults to setting it as indefinite, so that it'll just run until there's no space. The farms in particular are intended to more or less maintain the city, feed the peoples there, and provide the raw materials for other tasks within the city. So we'll go ahead and set that. And this is something that I've been fighting with, is that this crafting window is kind of buggy. It's not entirely reliable. It doesn't always show what's going on, but there we go. Now we can see that it's doing something here. The strawberry and cotton plants both have very long crafting times, and they also vary from other crafting times in that for the production buildings, the number of workers that you have don't affect how quickly it'll go through the crafting time, but rather the number of workers will affect how many items come out. So as we can see, oh, it looked like it had gone through a processing queue, but it's still got a long ways to go. So the number of workers will affect how many items come out as a result, rather than how quickly the craft progresses. For production buildings, they are also affected by the richness of the area, similar to the distribution of trees and rocks around the location. Looks like we don't have any in their immediate area, which is a bit strange. I believe I set the craft for these to be like 5.5 minutes. So they are pretty slow going. But anyway, while that's going, I do actually have some over here. So we've got the cotton fiber, and I've put in information for it. You know, they're worth 5 coppers apiece. Strawberries, worth a fair bit more. And so what this will eventually feed into is I will be implementing a feeding requirement for population growth. I believe I mentioned this in the last video, where your city has to have a certain number of food items in storage in order for there to be more workers available in the city. And I think that just about covers it. So, until next time, be good.